Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and to another video. So in today's video we are going to be doing a 20-minute morning reset of the flat together. But as you can see, this is what the flat looks like before we clean, but let's get started together. Whenever I do a reset, I always make sure to put on a load of laundry first, just because it helps me stay on top of it. And we are doing this reset with a 3-year-old in tow, so obviously he needs to come and he wants to help out and push the button on the washing machine. It's just his job that he likes to do. But yeah, so I always start out in the bedrooms. Don't know why, that's just the way I start. So I'm just going in there and making the beds. Now these bunk beds are the bane of my life. I hate making bunk beds. I love making beds, but bunk beds drive me insane. I either have to climb all the way up onto the top one to fully make it, or I end up smacking my head on the bottom one. But obviously once the beds are made, it just makes such a difference in the room. Then I moved on to giving Leighton's new gaming setup a little bit of a tidy. So this is actually the present he got for his 9th birthday recently. Obviously, if you want a more in-depth thing, I'm more than happy to go through it, but it was a very well-loved desk. Obviously, Finley likes to put his toys on there and pretend that he's playing too. So I'm just moving the cables round, putting the headphones away and all that, and then going through and tidying all the boxes. Then I'm going to move on into our room. Now our room isn't actually that bad, it just needs the bed making. Obviously this bed is a lot easier to make than the bunk beds. Just flick up the duvet, fluff up the pillows, and we're pretty much done. I think there was a little bit of rubbish that needed clearing, but nothing major in here, thankfully. And of course I need to add on my one lonely throw pillow and the blanket we just store at the end of our bed. I do need some more bedding decor. Then I just moved on into the bathroom. The bathroom wasn't too bad. It was just putting away some of the products in the cupboard, getting the bath mat out, putting the towels and everything away, and then straight on into the kitchen. Now the kitchen is always the messiest room. I always feel like I've got so much washing up to do. Obviously I've still got my little 3-year-old helper running around. As you can see, nearly dropped that bowl, but he does really like to help around the house. Don't ever have to ask him. He just loves doing it. So I always start off by putting all the wiping up away first, just to have a fresh space. As you can see, he's now up on the side because he wants to help, bless him. He wanted to pick up that glass, then obviously I just said, not yet, I wasn't ready. But yeah, just putting all that away, and then I've got a bit of a fresh space to carry on with the rest. So thankfully this particular day was when Luke had done the washing up before work, which is obviously what I've just put away. So I could just crack straight on to wiping the sides. The particular one I'm using today is just the Mrs. Hinch spray wipe done. It's just one we've got in the cupboard, so just going around cleaning the sides, because he did wash up thankfully, but obviously he didn't clean the sides, so that was just my job. It's not an issue. And then from there straight on into the front room. Obviously we had Leighton's birthday, so his cards and banners are still up. We do leave them up just for a few days after birthdays, but obviously having a 3-year-old, there is toys everywhere, and one of his big obsessions at the moment is Lego. I am forever standing on Lego, picking up Lego men, Lego figures. It is a bit of a nightmare. They do get everywhere. So I'm just going around picking up bits, finding juice bottles that he hasn't put in the bin, just making the area a bit more tidier. I do go ahead and fluff the sofas a little bit, even though he will jump on them soon. But yeah, it's just nice and fresh. This side of the room isn't too bad. I had a big load of dry washing to put away, but that is a bit of a later job. Just clearing the table, putting away some of the presents, make sure I'm cleaning up from the snacks he's been having. But yeah, as you know that I've said before, I go all out on birthdays, so I did attempt to make my own little DIY balloon stack, which is still on display. And then these are the finished results. So much tidier and a big reset ready for the day. So thanks for watching everyone.